Hey Sappers, I'm Staff Sergeant Dixon. I'm going to give you your next block of instruction covering the Prusik. Alright, Prusik is going to be used for ascending or descending on a fixed rope. The uniform you're going to need to be in for this class is going to be the rappeller's uniform with the Swiss seat tied properly with a 51 kilonewton steel lock carabiner routed from sky to ground and wrap around, alright, all through all three lays located in the front of your Swiss seat. Now, the materials you're going to need to construct the Prusik system, you're going to need two 7mm cords cut in the lengths of 14 to 16 feet. Now, I'm going to orientate you with my cliff. As I tie everything today, you guys are going to be my cliff, so I'm looking at my cliff as I'm tying this. First thing I'm going to do is locate the two ends of my rope. I'm going to trace back, inspecting my rope as I go, making sure that it's serviceable. Once I locate a bight, I'm going to hook it with my left thumb, trace back to the back side of my elbow, and I'm going to tie my first knot. Alright, the knot that I'm going to tie is a middle rope Prusik. For all knots that I tie in this video, refer to the knots tying video for instruction on how to tie these knots correctly. Alright, so the starter knot for the middle rope Prusik looks like a double figure eight. However, it's got a bigger fixed loop here. We need this bigger, obviously, so I can do 2 turns around my climbing rope. Make sure that your stabilizing knot does not have any twist in it, and this fixed loop is at minimum 6 inches. You want to be about 6 to 8 for that sweet spot. Now, I'm going to attach it to my climbing rope. First thing I'm going to do is put my stabilizing knot in my right hand. I'm then going to wrap it around my climbing rope from right to left, front to back, 2 times, ensuring that I keep this dressed down. Now, as I'm looking at this, my perpendicular locking bar and stabilizing knot is always on the right hand side. I'm going to go ahead and orientate it to the front so you can see what I'm looking at. Now, from here, this will be my first Prusik that I attach. However, the first system I'm going to build is my stirrups. For your stirrups, you're going to get a measurement of a minimum of 12 inches from your stabilizing knot, and then you're going to tie a double overhand knot with no twist. Make sure you dress down all knots and check your measurements. So like I said, Sappers, you need to have a minimum of 12 inches. I got about 14. We're good to go. Right, from here, I'm going to create another stirrup. Measure 12, slide 2 to account for the rope that I'm tying in this double overhand knot. Dressing that knot down, ensuring I have no twist. Now, the number of stirrups I have to create is 3, so I'm going to go ahead and create one more. And what that allows is for me to placement on my feet for short to tall people. Now, after I created my third stirrup here, once again I'm going to check my measurement, ensure my knot's dressed down, I have no twist, and at the very least I should have a minimum of 4-inch pigtails at the end of my rope here. So going back over my stirrups, I'm going to orientate this so you guys can look at it properly. My perpendicular locking bar is always at the right side of my stabilizing knot. I have no twist in any of these. I should have enough room from my stabilizing knot to my perpendicular locking bar to open and close it. So as I slide up, I can open it up and it slides freely on my fixed rope. But once I want to tighten down on itself, I'm going to move my perpendicular locking bar in, and all I need is to apply my weight to it and it catches. Now moving down to my stirrups. As I said before, all these knots down here, I need to create 3 stirrups. These are double overhand knots. The measurement in between is a minimum of 12 inches. I say again, a minimum of 12 inches. Just go along, after you tie each knot, inspect it for twist, that it's cinched down, and that your measurements of 12 inches is proper. Alright, Sappers, part 2 to our Prusik. We're going to go ahead and attach our forward ascender. Your forward ascender is what's going to be actually attached to your harness here, which is going to keep you attached to your rope at all times. So what I'm going to do is locate that next 7mm cord, find my 2 ends, and trace it back to the middle, creating that bight. Hook it with my left thumb, trace back to the back side of my elbow. Once I tie this, I'm going to attach it to my rope in the same manner as I attached my foot stirrups. Right? Ensuring that I dress down my knot. This does not have any twists in it. Ensuring that I had that 6 to 8 inch measurement here. Now once again, looking at my rope, because my clip is here, I'm going to attach it from right to left, front to back, 2 times around that rope for my middle of the rope Prusik. I'm then going to dress it down. Now, as you are looking at this now, once again, ensuring that I have enough space here to operate that perpendicular locking bar so it moves freely on my rope, but will lock down and close when I apply my weight to it. Now make sure when you tie your middle rope Prusik, your stabilizing knot, before you put all your weight on it, should be no more than 6 inches away from your perpendicular locking bar. Alright, that's a rule of thumb. Now moving on, so I need to create a double-double figure 8 to attach to my 51 kilonewton steel lock carabiner now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this Prusik up to my shoulder height. I'm going to pinch down at my perpendicular locking bar and trace back to my shoulder. From here, I'm going to pull my Prusik down and create the St. Louis arch. From here, I'm then going to take all 4 ropes and tie it in my hand as if I'm tying a double figure 8. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my loose ends of my rope here, and I'm going to dress this down. And then my rope in between my stabilizing knot and my double-double, I'm going to pull these equally, ensuring that I dress down all this rope in my double-double figure of 8 here. Now, these 2 fixed loops here should be no bigger than a fist, big enough to receive a carabiner. It can have twists in it, however they need to be very close in size, right? That means that they're touching. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert this into my carabiner and lock it, because I shouldn't have to come back to this because I've already inspected everything as I went. I'm going to slide that Prusik back up and check my measurement before I do rope management. Now this forward Prusik here, or my forward ascender, should be no lower than my chin, but no higher than the brim of my ACH. So it looks like we're good here, we're ready to roll. I'm then going to take my loose ends here and conduct rope management. We'll create a double bight, and I'm going to wrap from bottom to top. Until I have very small tails at the end. I'm then going to slide this up and have it lock on itself. So now I've just conducted rope management. Now once again, before I do my rope management, I want to ensure that this forward Prusik is not below my chin, but not above the brim of my ACH. Right? And that means I'm standing up against my rope and it's going vertically up and down. I'm ensuring that my double-double and fixed loops are no bigger than a fist, but big enough to accept the carabiner, that they're equal in size. They can have twists in it, however try not to have twists. My double-double is the only knot in the system that is allowed to have twists. Right? The rope management, what I showed you is one method. There's other methods out there. As long as this rope is contained and neatly stowed, we're fine with that. Now, going over your time, you have 5 minutes to have this completely rigged as I do now, attached with your 51 kilonewton steel lock carabiner locked, and your finished position is going to be your hands on your head.